With the Director of Finance at NTPC, Mr. Kulamani Biswal. Mr. Biswal, good morning. If you can hear my voice now, my colleague was trying to ask you about the possibility of NTPC acquiring government stake in SJVN, because that's what some reports are suggesting. Is there truth to this?
In fact, as a corporate strategy, we want to increase our hydro portfolios. In the process, one of the options is to acquire the government stake in the government companies. So, in that case, what will happen? This company will remain as a government company. It will be a subsidiary of the NTPC, and this at the same time, a fund is generated for the government. So, we have expressed our interest to acquire government stake in SJVN.
Okay, which is interesting. So, any timeline by which this transaction would be complete? As you said, this is moving one government stake from one entity to
actually,
other.
it's a very nascent. Actually, it's a very initial stage now. Now we are waiting for the because now the government has to take a decision whether they are going to divest this stake of Satluj Jal Vidyut Nigam, and if it is then whether they will sell it to NTPC or not. It is government has to take a call, but we have shown our interest to acquire the not only Satluj Jal Vidyut Nigam, any other hydro company owned by the central government, and if at all central government is interested to sell the stake, NTPC can buy.
Okay, so that's very important. You're telling us that you have expressed interest to acquire the government stake in SJVN. So that's a confirmation coming in over there. You said you're looking to increase your hydro portfolio. What does the capacity stand at now? And once you acquire the government stake in SJVN, what will your capacity increase to?
Ma'am, presently only one plant, that is Koldam, is working, that is 800 megawatt, and another 700 to 800 megawatt is under construction. And we want to increase our hydro portfolio at least 4,000 to 5,000 megawatt.
Okay. You did mention that you're looking to acquire this government stake in SJVN and some other, you're looking to acquire some other portfolios as well. Should we assume that you would be looking at some stake in NHPC too?
No, I'm not saying that. If government is interested to sell stake in any hydropower plants, NTPC can look into it. That is my, I want to clarify that. I'm not pinpointing any company, whether it is Terry or is NHPC or Satluj, but we are interested in acquiring hydro portfolio. I want to clarify that.
Any timeline? By when we can expect
no,
this kind of decision?
I said there is no timeline, maybe in FY18 or beyond that.
Okay. Can you give us what...
I used to actually...
Sure, go ahead, go ahead.
By 2032, we want to reduce our thermal portfolio from 85% to 65% or 70%. So we have to add more solar, more hydro, more non-fossil fuel power. That is our intention.
In fact, I was coming to that. What are your targets as far as overall renewable energy is concerned? Say over the next 2 to 3 years, what would the strategy be and what are the targets you're looking at?
As you know, we have given a commitment to our 10 gigawatts of renewable power by 2022 on our own, and 15 gigawatts of power would be added through private developers under National Solar Mission. So as of now, we are having 620 megawatt installed capacity of solar, and going forward by 1920, we will be adding another 4,000 to 5,000 megawatt, depending upon availability of land and signing of PPA by the state utilities.
Okay, so once all of this is done, what kind of profit number and top line number can we look at over the next 3 or 4 years once all these expansion plans are over?
You see, as you know, already we are touching 50,000 megawatt. As of now, our capacity is 49,998 megawatt. At any moment, we will cross 50,000 megawatt. Another 21,000 megawatt is under construction, and we are expecting next 3 years all these plants will be commissioned. So, as you know, we are a regulated entity, and our profitability will increase with the asset created by converting these capital work in progress into operating assets. And we are expecting next 4 years my PAT would be double at least with the additional capacities.
Okay, I just want to get the SJVN chart on the screen because that has been moving up after your comments, sir. So now up almost 0.3%. I just wanted to clarify something. You mentioned that you're looking to buy the government stake, but will you be looking at the entire stake that the government has in SJVN? Because they have currently about 64% stake in SJVN, valued at almost 9,000 crores. Would that be your target?
As I said, ma'am, this is actually it is at very initial stage, nascent stage. Only we have expressed our interest. Nothing has been decided yet.
So how will you be
sure?
So how will you be funding this? As and when you go through with this deal, what are you looking to do in terms of funding? How much cash do you have? Will you be raising debt?
We'll be raising debt, and we are comfortable as recently we have raised the Euro bond at a very competitive rate with the coupon rate of 2.75 and with the yield rate of 2.81. So if you see our debt equity ratio, it is 1:1. We have a lot of scope to raise debts from the market, both from the international market and domestic markets. And we have also the equity would be funded from our internal cash accruals.
Okay, thank you for joining us and giving us that news flow. So that is the word coming in from NTPC. They are indeed